Peace and love, creatives. I was very tempted to not even do any kind of voiceover for this video because I was just having so much fun while I was painting this. And I was like, I guess in the zone or whatever, and just enjoying the process so much so that I didn't want any noise. You know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to be in the silence of the paintbrush and the water, you know, and all the tools that you use, making the little clinkety clankety noise. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So I decided that, well, I was thinking maybe I should just put some really cool, chill background music and just let the painting go, you know what I mean? And you can watch the painting and listen to the music and maybe, look up every now and again. I don't know. But then I decided against it because, to be honest with you, I personally am not a fan of like when the video just plays music and there's no talking at all. I can do with maybe some text on the bottom sometimes, but I don't know, if I'm gonna watch an art process video, and I just rather have a conversation. The video, you know what I mean? Like listen to a conversation, hear the artist's thoughts, like while they were painting it, or just maybe even just a rant, you know what I mean? Like just a little bit of back and forth, or just listening and painting along with a video. So I like those kinds of videos, and I like making those kinds of videos. I hope that you enjoy watching those kinds of videos, because that's what I do. And if you do like it, maybe subscribe and hit the like button. So today I guess I was like feeling like, well, I did this drawing, the sketch, I did it while I was waiting for my daughter in her school. She had something happen, and I just, being a mom, ran over there as soon as I could and just like waited for her to be emotional support. But yeah, so while I was there, I just had some art supplies and everything, and I just did some sketching and some painting and some drawing and some coloring. Well, one of the drawings that I did was this sketch of these fish. Now, don't ask me the name of the fish because I do not know. They were definitely reference photos of real fish, but I did not stay to catch their name, if you get my drift. I just thought they were cool and I wanted to sketch them, and yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, I don't know the names of the fish. I just enjoy the colors that fish usually or tend to give off of their scales and their bodies and whatnot. Like even their eyeballs have like it's not just one singular color, like the gold around or the yellow around there, it's like speckled or something. Like there's always something going on with fish, and I just find them like colorful and interesting, and a challenge to paint because of the colors and the different colors that they give off. So I don't know, I felt like this was a cool idea. I didn't know exactly where I was going as far as the background was concerned. I knew I didn't want it to be water per se. Like I didn't want it to be like they were in water, although I mean they're fish, so whatever. But I didn't want to paint water, if that makes sense. But I wanted to make the background kind, I guess, feel like the ocean. So I went in that direction more so than trying to make water. Although I would like to get better at actually drawing water. It seems simple when I watch tutorials and some artists making those types of paintings, but I've never successfully, in my opinion, painted water. So that would be fun to try out. Yeah, at one point I put like this really, really dark, intense blue in the background, and I was worried that the fish were going to kind of like fall into the background, and that would have really sucked. But I think that the really, really dark blue that I put in the background helped, and I'm glad it did because I was really worried about that. I wanted to incorporate this bronzy color, and I guess it is a bronze. I don't remember the exact name of the color. They have really cool names. If I remember to put the color in, I will put it down on the bottom somewhere in the video while I'm talking about it clearly. But yeah, if not, I don't know. It's a bronze. But I know I wanted to use that color, and I was kind of trying to figure out like how can I incorporate this bronze look into my fish background. I don't know. I like these colors together, and I'm glad that I was able to make a nice background. At moments it just had me kind of, I don't know, like, you know, you're enjoying the process, you're doing like you're like hitting it out the park, because that's how I felt with this piece. Like everything I wanted to do as far as the painting is concerned, everything that I wanted to do with this piece I achieved. I even ended up outlining the fish with this really beautiful, it's like a glittery black acrylic ink. And I didn't record that part because, I mean, it was just line work basically at the end of the day. So I just felt like it was just too boring to keep in. But I ended up outlining the fish with that. And I enjoyed doing that. I was worried it was gonna look cartoony, or like I was worried it was gonna look wrong, but at the end of it, I'm glad that I ended up definitely putting the black outline on the fish. It definitely helped them pop. I was going to put a little bit more black somewhere in the piece, but I felt it wasn't necessary, so I just left it out. I end up getting a dip pen out and using a dip pen. This painting was all over the place as far as like the tools that I used to paint with. It was definitely all over the place. I used the quail brush. I used like a flat kind of brush, and then I used a regular round brush, which I tell you, I think I got that paintbrush, the little skinny one, I think I got that from like an Artful subscription or something like that. But that tip, the point that you can get from that paintbrush is supreme. I was very impressed that I can do line work with that paintbrush, because I didn't think I was going to be able to get the amount of detail that I got with this paintbrush. It's just, I was color me impressed, and I just hope that I can take care of it. Yeah, I just hope I can take care of it. But also a tip for anybody who does more than just one type of painting, as far as like the medium that you use, watercolor, acrylic gouache. Just a little tip. Don't forget to, number one, take your paintbrushes out of the water cup. Please don't ruin them like that. And number two, clean them as soon as you're done if you're using acrylic ink or any type of paint that's not gonna come off with water. Just wash that bad boy off right away, because you'll regret it. I'm telling you from experience. But I was at the end of this painting, I end up coloring in the white circles. I wasn't sure throughout the process if I was just going to leave it white or if I was going to put a color in it. And I'm really glad that I decided to put color in it, because I think that it's a cool vibe. And I kind of like have them in the water, but I didn't have to, it just kind of like fell into place as opposed to trying to figure out how I was going to make the water look like water. Does that make sense? I hope so. But I enjoyed making this piece very much, and I hope that you have enjoyed watching me paint it. I'm going to say my farewells now and put some cool music in the background as the end of this video happens. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace and love.